very good evening to you all. Welcome to the channel. It's Andrew, as well as Andrew Ward here. Yeah, the explorer of St Neots and all other places. Thank you very much for popping your head in, which is absolutely great. If you just come in, a big hi to you. We have lots of things to talk about tonight. So let's just hope that you're going to pop your head in and enjoy. So if you just popped in, a big hi, it's Andy here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Andrew Ward Explorer. So today, we've got a few things to talk about. I hope you're going to like it. And we're going to talk about some past videos as well, and some new videos that are coming as well. So a big hi. So if you just popped in, a big hi. Yes, it's Andy here. Welcome to the channel. And yeah, it's Andrew Ward Explorer. If you just popped your head in, yes, we're in St Neots, sunny St Neots, and yeah, it's okay. It's quite sunny here at the moment. I hope you're going to come in and say hi and let me know where you are, and we're going to have a good old chat about, well, about anything really, to see what we can talk about. Okay. I've been in St Neots earlier on today, and we were filming in Moore's Caff, because someone asked me to film in Moore's Caff and have a look and see what like, because they've actually renovated it, and it looks very good as well. And I had something to eat there as well, and food was fine. Got no, it was made a nice change. It looks very good. If you just joined in, a big hi, it's Andy here with you. Hello, Hubson Joyce, a big hi to you, mate. Bit of a slow start this morning, or tonight, should I say. Hope you're keeping fine and everything. We're having nice weather here, up here in St Neots. I don't know what Bournemouth is like, but I dare say it's much the same anyway. So we've got some new videos that came out. We did one. We had a new Greg's open a few months ago, and I popped my head in and had a look at it, and it's quite good. So that's actually on this channel as well. So you want to check that out, the new Greg's, and it's not bad. Also had a little moan about the St Neots Market Square. What's happening there? I don't know. It's just taking ages and ages and ages to do. It really is. I went there on Tuesday, and there was no one there. Not one person was working at the Market Square. Hello, Boeing Brit. Hello, man. How you doing, mate? Hope you're feeling fine. Well, I'm just talking about a couple of things. We're talking about Greg's, because I popped my head into Greg's, and that's not a bad place actually. It wasn't too bad. And today I made a film of the new Moore's Caff, which has been renovated. So I haven't made. It's not on the channel yet. It'll be on in a few days' time. I went and had a look at it, and yeah, it was quite pleasant. It's very nice inside. I tell you what, the toilet is out of this world. If you ever go to the Moore's Caff, go to the toilet, because that is amazing. I think it's about one of the most poshest toilets I've actually seen in St Neots. It really is quite astounding, really. Yeah, if you just popped in, a big hi, it's Andy here. So we've got a few videos going on here. Actually, I did actually try to film inside the sex what was it now? The sex shop just down the road, but they caught me filming, so couldn't do that. Maybe we'll try that a little bit later. You might find that interesting. So that was quite interesting to go in there anyway. And someone also asked me to do we're getting onto the sex side of things now, the swingers club as well. And I went online to have a look to see where it was and everything, but it is closed, so I don't know what's happened. Don't know what's happening there at the moment. Anyway, we should look into that later anyway, see what we can see. If you just popped your head in, a big hi, it's Andy here. Welcome to the channel, and we're just talking about some things to film. I was saying earlier on to some guys, I was in Moore's Court Caff in St Neots, and that's been renovated. Brilliant. It looks really nice inside. And as I was saying, the toilet, I know it sounds silly, but the toilet is absolutely amazing. It's amazing. So I made a video, and that'll be online in a few days' time. Show you a little bit about the new lights, and of course the new toilet. And I know it sounds silly, but it is. I think it's the best toilet in a public place I've seen for a long, long time. So that'll be interesting. So you must watch that video, okay? What else? Yeah, so I went to Greg's as well. I think last Tuesday, because I was asked to go and have a look at that, and that's not a bad little cafe there. What I like about it is that you can actually sit on the chairs and table and look out on the street and watch people go by. And I'm quite an nosy people, like to see what's happening. And what I did notice that what was not happening was there was nobody working at the market square. I have no idea. Yeah, and his toilets reviews. Yeah, boring, boring brick. Yeah, you'll see the toilet. I tell you, mate, it's absolutely amazing. If you ever go to Moore's Cafe, you must go for a pee. Have a look. You'll like it. It's very nice. Yeah, as I say, so I went to so when I was at Greg's having something to eat there, I looked across and there was nobody working at the market square. Not one person. I can't believe it. Yes, I mean they're all behind. Okay, and this was this was on a Tuesday, probably around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. No one there at all. I don't understand what's going on there at all. I really don't. But well, hopefully it will be finished soon. I don't know. So I don't know if you've been like you. I've been watching Britain's Got Talent. I don't know if you've been watching that. What do you think of the last singer on there? The last singer, the guy, the one who came out from the audience. I thought it was it was pretty good. Okay, what's that flashing light behind you? Don't you remember? It's this thing here. Let me stop the flashing. Yeah. Let's see if we can get it to. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh no. I got it the wrong way around. I think. There we go. Let's try now. Stop the flashing light. No. It'll stop flashing in a minute. Don't worry. I'll let me try and work it out to stop it. Got a complicated thing here. I've had it for 3 weeks and I still haven't got the hang of it. Hang on. No, that's not the right button. There's quite a few buttons on here actually. Right, let me have a look. Okay, it's going to fade now. It's into fading. Hope that's a little bit better for you. So I got this from Temu, and I think it was about £8. I think it was. It's cheap. It's from China, as Trump would say. So anyway, if you've just popped in, hi, it's Andy here. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, that'd be great if you did, and have a little look at the videos as well. There's quite a few up there. I did Paxton Pits. When was that? I don't know, a few days ago. And it's beautiful weather and it's a nice walk. I've never been there before. That was really nice. And then of course we've done Greg's. We've also done some ghost stories as well. And if you have got TikTok. Okay, if you've got TikTok, pop over to my TikTok channel as well. It's another platform that I go on, and that is at Andy Ward Explorer. Okay, not Andrew, but Andy Ward Explorer. And God, I don't know, that just goes bonkers. Got lots and lots of views on that. I don't know why that is. I don't know. Anyway, we're talking about Britain's Got Talent. Yes, that was quite. The singer at the end I thought was very good actually. Okay. I brought it. Yeah, I brought Option Choice. I got it from Temu. Okay, and it's. I got a pack of. I think I showed this last week. I think LED light bar. This is all back to front. It goes on the screen for some reason. I don't know why. And I got it from Temu, and it was you get two, and they're £8 or something like that. Not expensive. And it arrived in about 4 or 5 days, which was which is quite good. Okay, right. Okay, yeah. Market Square annoys me. Waste of money and the time taken is crazy. Yeah, I mean it has. It's been taking ages. It's been over a year. And I know they've done the junction at Huntington Street as well. Okay, but the whole bit comes to I think about 17 million. I mean, what the hell are they spending that money on? Really? I don't understand it. I know we're going to get some council to come on and say, you know, it was this and this and this and this, but you know something? I have to think, yeah. Okay, right. So boring brick, yeah, I will. Um, food review, Hubson Joyce. Yes, well, I'm gonna. I had something to eat there, and it was nice. And there's a little of a food review there for you. Let me see if I can get on. If I can get onto something, let me just see if I can show you something on there actually, and let me about the toilet. I know you think, well, yeah, what is he on about? Or talking about the toilet review and everything, but yeah, it was really something to look at. Let me have a look. Let me see if I can find it on here. Hang on. So so oh no, no, I'm not going to find it. You're going to have to wait for the video when it comes out in a few days' time. So in fact, I was at the Moors Cafe in down Moors Walk in Sydney. It's food was nice, reasonably priced, not expensive really. Because I mean, tomorrow I'm going to go for my Sunday lunch there. I have a roast lunch there, and yeah, I always enjoy it. It's nice and it's worth a visit. So that's that, and they've spent a lot of money on it doing the cafe up, and I mean, it's nice before, but it's even better now. So I hope it brings extra customers in for them as well. Do you know the funny thing? There's only a few restaurants or small cafes, should I say, that seem to do all right, especially the independent ones. So we've got that one, Moore's Cafe, which does all right, and there's the Market Cafe as well, which is on the Market Square, which is an independent one, and that does all right. That's been there for years as well. But there's a few in the high street, other ones, and they seem to. There's one that it just chops and changes different cafes every year. It's a different name go up because I find it hard to struggle, to make money. And they say restaurants are, a hard thing to make money out of, So I don't know. So I'm jumping around different things you're saying actually at the moment because I was talking about Britain's Got Talent, and I don't know if you actually saw that. I watched it, and I thought the last guy at the end was he sang "I Did It My Way," and he came up from the audience, and the funny thing was it was on TikTok, but just you didn't actually see the audition. You just see him getting up, and I think that was planted to get people to watch Britain's Got Talent, and then they played the whole thing tonight. And yeah, I thought it's very emotional. It was very good. I thought he was a good singer, so that was quite good. So yeah, so that's it. So if you haven't been on the channel before, big hi, it's Andy. Welcome. Well, we're in Sydney, which is on the outskirts of Cambridgeshire. We're about, I don't know how far we are. I suppose 20 miles from Cambridge. I suppose we're quite near Bedford, which is about, I don't know, 6-7 miles away. And if you don't know Cambridge, if you don't know Sydney, it's a small market town which seems to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But it's changed a lot. And I know I had somebody come on here. Well, they left a message, and I forgot the guy's name now, to be honest. But he said he was born here in 1947, a long time ago, and he said he's seen a lot of changes. And yeah, and I've only been on and off here in Cambridge. In St Neots. I came in St Neots, when was it? 1979. I came here. I bought my first house here, and it was a wreck. But it got me on the housing ladder. That was the main thing. And lots of things have changed since then. I mean, it's grown so much because you've got Wintering Estate, you've got Love's Farm, and the Parklands is it, which is near Tesco's. That is had started, I think, in the mid 70s, I think, and then of course there's Amesbury Manor that came out in the 90s. So St Neots has grown and grown and grown, and of course, very shortly, I think there's going to be a very, very big housing estate in Thamesford, near where the where the power station is, near there. So I gather. So, and I've seen some plans for it, and it looks like it's going to be a very big estate there. I mean, there's been a lot of people opposing it, but I dare say it'll go through anyway with planning. Planning laws have changed, or are meant to, and I'll find out about that soon because we're planning to build some houses on some property, on some land that we have. And we've put the planning in many times, and it keeps getting knocked back, and for stupid reasons, absolutely stupid reasons. This is not actually sitting here. This is where our farm is, which is in Meldreth, and it doesn't. It just gets knocked back on stupid reasons. But hopefully, it'll get passed this time. I don't know. So we're planning to put like a farm shop and some other stuff as well there, some housing and stuff. Yeah. So okay. So if you just come in big hi, go say hi to El Pastor City on the wheels. A big hi to you. He's doing your mum. I don't know. Anyway, a big hi to you. Anyway, thank you for popping your head in. Anyway, so and that's it. Yo to you too. So you get some people. By the way, as I said earlier on, if after I've done this, I'm going to go on to TikTok, and if you go onto that channel, it's at Andy Ward Explorer. Check me out on there. Got a lot of videos on there. I do a lot of filming, a lot of weddings. There's a lot of like 60-second weddings. I know a lot of girlies like to watch those, get some ideas of different venues, different ideas on flowers and stuff like that. So they might find that interesting. But so that's it. Other choice. Any of it you could. Now last week I showed some old family photos off long time ago. No, not really Hudson Choice. Sorry, mate. Not at the moment. Nothing really. It's I haven't got any lot here at all at the moment. But never mind, Never mind. So that's it. So I've got a few other things that I want to film. I've got to film Graff and Water sometime, so I have to film that. So I'm going to do that sometime. I'm going to see if I can hire electric. I've never been on an electric scooter or electric. Well, actually, I tell you a lie. I've been on an electric scooter once. You know, the ones with the small wheels and you stand up. And I find them very unstable. So I might get hire electric bike and go around on an electric bike around Graff and Water. And if you're not round from this area, Graff and Water is a man-made reservoir, and that is sort of northish of St Neots by about 5 or 6 miles. Very big. It's got a sailing club on there, and I think if you ride a bike all the way around, it's about 7 miles, I think, or 5, 6, 7 miles, something like that. So it's and during the summertime, it's a nice place to sit there and just chill out, really. I suppose, really. So if you're if you're from around Sydney, you ought to really check it out as well. As the weather's turned out quite nice now, getting quite a lot of boats, river boats now on the ooze. Right, hang on. We've got a little message come up from Bolingbroke. What did he say? It's disappeared. Let me read what he says. Hitchinbrook Park will be good as well. Okay, I was there a few days ago with the grandkids and got a few parks. Got a few parks there now for kids, and it was a nice day. Okay, yeah. Last time I was at Hitchinbrook Park must have been about. I'll be honest, about 10 years ago, so I think it's changed. I mean, it's quite nice then, but I think it's probably, as you say, Bolingbroke, it's probably more developed now, since I've been there last. But yeah, it's quite nice. Actually, around this area, we're quite lucky, especially with the River Ouse and what we've got around here. And if you go down to Bedford, you've got the promenade and all the way down there, which is quite nice as well. And I'll tell you another place which is quite nice is St Ives with the old bridge, and I've done a few videos about that. So if you go through my thing, you'll probably see about what it looks like. and I think that bridge dates back to the, I don't know, 14th or 15th century. It's very, very narrow, and it's got a lot of passing places on it. It's a bit like the Huntington Bridge, because Huntington's Bridge has got a lot of parking places as well. Actually, I'm surprised that bridge hasn't been pulled down. Really, I mean, they won't, because it's listed, you know. But I mean, but they pulled down the St Neots one, didn't they? And that was an old one as well. I don't actually remember the old one. I wasn't around then. I didn't live in St Neots then when it was there. I think that's pulled down in the 60s, and now they've got that new one is quite a long one. Yeah. God Manchester is nice too. Yeah. I did a video about God Manchester. That's quite nice. They've also got that sort of Chinese bridge as well at the back, which is quite nice. Quite nice, worth looking at. And God Manchester is quite a nice little village. I suppose it's a village. I suppose it is, really, isn't it? Yeah, it's right on the outskirts of Huntingdon, and I've been there several times, and it's got a nice little boating lake, or whatever you want to call it, nearby as well, isn't it? So that's pretty good. I think I'll have to go to. What I plan to do sometime is go down to the coast, because I like to go down the coast and have a look, because I haven't been down there for a long time. I think maybe if you go down to maybe Huntingdon, or Huntingdon, Hunstanton, or Clacton, or even Great Yarmouth. Yeah, I thought of going this time, but Easter time, I think it might be a bad time. I think, really, first time, and because everything opens at Easter time, doesn't it? Really, and I think it's going to be really busy. So I think I'll give that a miss at the moment. So we'll try that later on in the summer, I think, when it warms up a little bit. So that's it. If you just popped your head in and just come across a big hi, it's Andy here from sunny St Neots. And it has been very sunny. It's been not bad at all, actually, really, to be honest. It's been all right. I think, actually, we're quite well... hang on, I got another message. Yeah, I want to find somewhere close for drone footage. Weather is getting better. Right. Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. Just, you'd have to find... where you can take your drone up. The weather's getting a bit better. Long as not, I took my drone up a few weeks ago, and it was very windy, very windy. I got like it's a DJI Mini 2. It's only a small drone, but quite powerful, and it handled the wind, you know. And you get warnings if you go quite high up. It'll say high winds, bring down, you know. So you just bring it down, and it's okay. And then, but you've got to be very careful anyway. I got a Mini 4 Pro. Great. Yeah, a friend of mine's got a Mini 4 Pro, and I flew it. We were doing a wedding together, and he says, "Yeah, do you want to?" Because I usually do the drone shots at the weddings, and he's brought himself a mini drone, Mini 4 Pro, and I like that because it's got the screen it's all in the controller, isn't it? And it's got sensors, and it's been right. So Hudson, are you busy down there? Have you down in Bournemouth? Yeah, well the weather's nice, I suppose. Everybody's out and about, I suppose, going down to the coast, and I don't know what it's been warm today, but it's been a bit on the cloudy side. But it's been okay. I don't know what tomorrow's like. It's going to be like. Someone tells me it's going to be a bit rainy. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. I'm losing things. But I think, really, to be honest, we're having some really nice weather at the moment. Definitely having it. So, that's it. If you just pop your head in, a big hi to you. I mean, leave a little message with you, because I would like to, say hi to you and welcome you to the channel, which would be nice. As I was saying, soon I'll be going on to TikTok. But if you can, pop over to TikTok. All right. Okay, farmers don't like it. Not enough rain. Well, yes, okay. Well, that's true. It's been a bit dry, and we've had a bit of rain the last few days, haven't we? But not enough. Dave Watley, hi there, man. How you doing? Thank you for popping your head in. Welcome to the channel. I normally see you every week, don't you? Because I recognise the name coming out. Thank you for your support. And I was saying earlier on today, I called in. I don't know. I don't know if you used to live in St Neots or not, because your name rings a bell for some reason. But I don't know if you used to live in St Neots or not. But we got a new Greg's, and someone asked me to pop in there, and I did a video about that. So if you go to YouTube, my YouTube channel, there's a thing about the Greg's there, and also very shortly, in the next few days, I called in Moore's Walk Calf, and they've completely renovated it, and it looks really really nice. And if you're nearby, it's worth a visit. And it's nice. And I met the owner. His name is Ahmet, and he runs it with his brother, or brothers, should I say? And they work very hard there. I think it's just running a calf's not easy. It's not. I've never run a calf, but I've dealt with a lot of people in catering, and it's not easy. Especially if you've got independent business, it's one of the hardest things to make money. To be honest, and a lot of them go bankrupt, and you can tell that because you go to sit in this. There's a lot of small calves, independent ones. They're there one moment, and next year they've gone, and then another one opens up in the same place, and they try it, and then they go. And there's a new one opened up in the high street, and I hope they do well. Maybe suddenly they got like the magic touch, and it all goes for them. But it is very very hard, I must admit. It make a change from having all these how can I say barber shops and vape shops, because we seem to be having an overall monopoly of them at the moment down the high street. Too many. Must be the in thing. Vape shops must be the thing. A lot of people smoke vapes and all that. And I suppose really in some ways it's like back in the 70s. And if you're like, my age group, you probably remember there used to be CB shops. Do you remember you used to buy CB radios? And they were illegal. Do you remember? And we used to talk all the, Cambridge was Cycle City and 10-4, and I've forgotten what it was. What's your I don't know what all the codes were now. It's a long time ago. And there's a few songs, wasn't there, out, and we had these aerials that were meant to look like normal aerials, and things changed though. Styles changed so much. Okay, so I do remember. We're talking about the 70s now, right? Okay. Do you remember when your car had a whip aerial? Do you remember whip aerials? One line for a Roger Breaker. Thank you, boy. Yeah, you must have been a CBer. I remember there used to be AM, and they went on to FM, didn't they? And then if you had quite a lot of money, you used to buy one which was sideband as well. And so I could never afford a sideband. I remember getting pulled up from coming back from Yarmouth. I was probably only about 18 or 19. I got pulled up by the police, and the policeman says to me, "I pulled you up," he says, "because you've got a bald tyre." I said, "Oh dear, sorry, officer," and all that. He says, "And what's that in there?" And I said, "Well, it's my CB radio." He goes, "Right." He says, "I'll tell you what I'm going to do." And I said, "What's that, officer?" He says, "I'm going to take your CB radio because you're illegal." He says, "And off you go." He says, "I'll let you off your tyre. Just get a new tyre when you get back." So, would that happen today? I doubt that very much. You probably, I don't know the CB radio. I think probably illegal now. I don't know, but you will get done for the tyre, wouldn't you? And you would probably have to change it there and then, or he'll say, "Right, we're going to get it towed away, and you've got to get it repaired." That's what probably would happen now. Police seem to be a lot more easygoing, but then again, back in the 70s, I used to DJ, had a mobile disco, and times I used to get pulled up at night. The police used to pull me up, and they used to say, "What? You've got your back of the van?" You say, "I'm a DJ, and I got all my stuff in there." "Okay, open it up," and you open it up, and you have a look at that. And then you say, "Right, here's the producer," and that was like a little slip, and you had to go to the local police station next day or the next 5 days with your insurance and also your driving license, if I remember right. And that's the way it was way back then. Yeah, good old days. Well, in some ways, I suppose they were, but yeah, a lot of fun. So talking about things in the 70s. Yeah, so we were talking about the whip aerials on cars. You had a whip aerial that go from the front all the way around to the back, and you had a bit of money. You had side exhaust. Do you remember side exhaust that used to run along the sill underneath the car? Do you remember them? A friend of mine, he had, his name was Colin, and he had what was it now? A Mustang, and he was a petrol head, loved cars, still does, and we had a Mustang. We went down to London once, and with his Mustang, and it had all this long tail, exhaust, brilliant. But of course, things like that have changed, yeah. And yeah, yes, yeah, Hubs and Shoes, that's right. Vinyl roofs, yeah. You don't see cars with vinyl roofs, or not new ones at all. They don't do it anymore. Hi to Guinness Pig Gamer. Hi to you, man. Thanks, thanks for popping your head in. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, Hubs and Choice. That's right. Full Cortina with a vinyl roof, and you want to, yeah, and also sunroofs. Not many cars have sunroofs now. They have all-in-one jobs, don't they? Really now, but yeah, they were the days, yeah. And if you go back even further to the 50s, you had cars with white wall tyres. I don't know if you remember that, but yeah, funny. What else used to have on there? Used to have furry steering wheels, fog lights. Used to buy extra fog lights to put on your car. You used to have a little. You go to like a Halfords sort of thing, really, where you could buy radios. Put in your thing and everything. A lot of things. Yeah, sheepskin covers. Yes, that's true. That's true. They oh dear. At Christmas, my mum used to buy me things from the car. Also, I don't know. In fact, they were really dangerous. So, if you had an old car, the seat used to finish at the back like this one does here. You see, so you used to be able to get these things you clip on there, which headrest, but they were quite dangerous because if you're in an accident, your head would roll over it like that, break your neck. But also, if you had a Mini, you could get spacers to put on the front wheel. Do you remember that? Make your wheels look wider. I had some spacers on a Mini I had once all those years ago, and I don't know if they're any good to do. To give extra weight on your thing, on your bearings, wheel bearings. I don't know, but yeah, Weber carburetors. Yeah, everything now is fuel injected, but then it was all well. If you got a problem with your car, you could actually repair it, couldn't you? You could actually repair your car and have no problems at all. Oh dear, I'm sounding like a real old man now, I know I'm an old man, but we're talking about everything from the 70s. So if you just popped in, a big hi, it's Andy here, and we're looking back in the 70s at the moment, and about the cars and stuff. Yeah, that's right. Petrol was a lot cheaper then as well. I think the first time I brought a car and I put petrol in, I think it cost me 15p a gallon. Not a litre, a gallon. Think how much it is now. And I used to buy oil. I used to get a gallon of oil for 50p. Right. Shane Humberston, good evening. Great to have you. Caught you live. Hi there. Nice to meet you, mate. Nice. Thank you for popping your head in. Yeah, air horns. Yes, Hubson Choice. Yeah, you're right there. Yeah, Colonel Bogey horns. Do you remember them? They used to have Colonel. I made talk about. I couldn't afford that sort of thing, so I got some old 8-track music player. That's right. Yeah, they were the big cassettes, weren't they? And they were a very good sound actually. But the only problem was that after a while you couldn't get the tapes from, could you? They disappeared, and then we went on to cassettes, didn't they? But 8-track cassettes, yeah, they were quite good, yeah. Oh dear, those happy days, as say, happy days. Also, things you used to put on your window screen. You know your windscreen wipers, but wind effectors to push it tighter against the window screen. Do you remember them? Also, you used to drive around with the name of your girlfriend on your window screen. Do you remember? And you might have like, I don't know, like Andy and Diane or something like that, or Andy and so and so, or Hobson Choice and Juliet. I don't know. uh, um, oh yeah, mini. Yeah, the smaller. Yeah, mini smaller racing wheels. Yeah, I remember them as well. That's it. And then there were, I think I remember they were sort of silver with like with a wooden frame around them. You used to do that. Yeah, I oh dear, not good with an accent, I suppose. Right? Yeah, yeah. Halogen lights. Yeah, that's right. That's true. But yeah, it's surprising what we had in all those years ago in our cars, isn't it? Really, and yeah, and not starting in the morning. Sometimes when it was cold. Used to have a job, you know. Do you know what? My first car was an A35, an Austin A35. That's a very narrow car, yeah. And cars don't have them now, right? But it had a what do you call it? A crank, handle crank to crank it over if you got a flat battery. Do you remember them? Yeah, I forgot what you call it now. Handle crank. It goes in the front of the car and you crank it around like that. And sometimes it kick back and break your finger. Yeah. Um, I think Mini has got a cheek still calling them minis. Yeah, that is Shane. You're right there. Those minis are massive, aren't they? They are really big. Funny you should say that. I was thinking about that a few days ago actually because I saw a mini, especially like they do like a mini Clubman, don't they? And sometimes do a mini with 4 doors, and they are big, big. Bro, it's time to sleep. No, it's not. Nah. Hey, when you get old, you're dead a long time. So you try to keep awake all the time. That's the plan. That is the plan. So that's it. So yeah. So yeah, starting crank. For your car. So you don't get them anymore. Yeah, some of the old cars. That was a lot of fun. And of course, everything back then was manual. And and only a few people will remember this. Okay, I know that. Okay, your dip, right, is in India. In which country are you from? Hi there, I am from the UK. I'm in England. That's where I'm from at the moment. So there we know. Sunny England. Anyway, yeah. So it's threw me what I was going to talk about now. It's gone. It's gone. It'll come back to me in a minute. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, choke. Yeah. Choke. That's another thing. Yeah. And I had a girlfriend back then who used to drive my car sometimes, and she started it up and she wouldn't put the choke back in. Forget all about it. Of course, it used to get flooded or sounded very heavy and everything. Yeah. Do I watch cricket? No, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't watch. I'm not a big cricket fan. Yeah, yeah. Austin, Cambridge. Yeah, I remember that was a bit bigger than mine, but yeah. Funny you say Hubs Choice. Austin, Cambridge. I saw one. When was it? About 4 or 5 days ago. Actually, it was a good condition one. Looked quite nice. I had a Morris Oxford once as well. About 3 or 4 cars later. I've had a lot of cars, and a Morris Oxford. And I'll tell you what, I brought it for £40, and I brought it from a person quite near in a place called Melbourne, and what do I think about India? Yeah, it's okay. I've been there a couple of times. Yeah, it's fine. No problems there. I went to Delhi. I've only been to Delhi. That's all, and it was okay. So yeah, so I had a Morris Oxford, and it was yeah, it was okay. Uh, oh yeah, I know what I was talking about dipsticks, dipping your lights on your car. Yeah, okay. Now they're all on the stick. Yeah, but on my A35 and maybe on your Morris on your Morris Austin Cambridge, it might have been on the floor. Next to the clutch pedal, on so it could have been like that, I don't know. So it could be. It was quite interesting. So anyway, So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call that it for now. Hang on, I just got to reply to a text. Hang on. Yeah. Um, yeah. But yeah, Morris Oxford. Yeah, the clutch pedal was not a clutch pedal. Their thing was on the floor. The dip switch for putting your headlights up and down. Don't you remember that? You know. And maybe your Austin Cambridge had that. They had quite a nice car. Do you remember the Sunbeam? There was a Sunbeam that was quite nice as well. I forgot what it was called. Not the sport. I had a Sunbeam Alpine once, but not the Sunbeam Alpine. It was another car with a hard roof on it. That was quite a nice car, and there was nice cars back then. There was the Triumph. I had a Triumph Spitfire. That's not bad. Easy to work on. Very easy to work on. When you lift the bonnet up, the whole engine is there. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But you know, it's quite. I just get a strange text come up, and it takes my mind off thing. I shouldn't read the texts all the time. So anyway, I think I'm going to call it a day anyway. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And don't forget, I'm on TikTok as well. Boring Brick. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much for popping your head in. That's good to hear from you, mate. And we'll catch you next week, perhaps. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks to everybody who's been watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It'd be great. And very shortly, I'm going to go over to TikTok, and that's as Andy Ward Explorer, and that'll be in about another 10-15 minutes. Okay. Good night, mate. Good night from India to India. Thank you for popping your head in. And sorry I don't follow cricket, but you know, that's it, innit? Okay. Upson Choice. Enjoy the weather, mate. I hope you keep busy down there, and we'll catch you a little bit later. I'll say bye now. Bye bye.